release them. Now we got to go in the community and find them. Then they're mad we're in the community. President Trump made us promise to American people, we're going to find these criminals and make America safe again. So if they don't let us in a jail, we're going to go in the community. And the difference is, in places that's not a sanctuary, one agent can walk into a jail and arrest one criminal illegal alien. But when you release them in the community, now we got to send the whole team because we got to arrest somebody on their turf. They have access, who knows what weapons. It makes it dangerous for the officer, makes it dangerous for the alien, and certainly makes it dangerous for the community. So if Minneapolis wants to help, like I saw Mayor Fried doing an interview this morning, let us in your damn jail. What's the downside of letting a federal law enforcement officer with the immigration authority talk to an illegal alien that you already locked up and put in a jail cell? It's ridiculous that they're pushing back on that.
Mr. Homan, on some of the when it comes to some of the ICE agents that are going door to door in places like Minneapolis, I'm just curious how you square some of those going into these homes with the Fourth Amendment search and seizure. How do you square those two things, and is there any potential violation of Fourth Amendment with some of these ICE agents' activities going into some?
If any ICE agent, Border Patrol violates policy, they're allowed to be held accountable. But we got to remember that, you know, there's a lot of confusion out there, difference between reasonable suspicions and probable cause. If an officer gathers reasonable suspicion from a myriad of circumstances, a bunch of factors, they can temporarily detain and question somebody on an immigration interview. In order to arrest that person, you got to establish probable cause. I can't sit here and pull out case by case. I think the men and women of ICE and Border Patrol are doing a difficult job in a very unfriendly area where law enforcement response for emergency response is sporadic at best. Death threats are up over 8,000%. Actual assaults up 1,300%. I know because threats against me and my family have tripled in the last couple of weeks. They got a dangerous job to do. Again, let us in the jail to arrest a public safety threat. Because I said this 1,000 times, when you force us in the community to find the public safety threat, many times you're with others, or we find others in the process of doing that. If we find them, they're in the country illegally, they're getting arrested too. So more officers in the street means more collateral arrests. We have promised American people we're going to force immigration. And let me tell you why we have the most secure border in the history of this nation today. Part of it is because of what ICE is doing. We have shown the whole world there are consequences to enter this country illegally. We're not going to send a message, cross the border illegally, it's a crime, don't worry about it, get order removed, don't worry about it. Unless you committed another crime, no one's looking for you. If that's the message we send, you're never going to fix this problem. We send a strong message, and that's why we have the most secure border in the history of the nation. And President Trump, by doing that, is saving thousands of lives. We know that women and children aren't making that dangerous journey. We know that no one's drowning in the river today. We know fentanyl isn't coming across at the levels it came to Joe Biden. We certainly know no inspected terrorists aren't coming across like Joe Biden. We're doing the right thing. We're going to keep with it, and they can protest all they want. We're just going to double down and enforce the law. And I said for months, we're going to surge resources in sanctuary cities because that's where the problem is. We know they're releasing public safety threats. We're going to send the agents where we know the biggest problem is.